Hello friends and welcome to my channel Iballdesigningdeveloper. So like you all know that previously we have covered up a video of polymorphism, like in C++ we have seen how we can use polymorphism. So in this video we will be learning about files, like what is files in C++, how we create files in C++, and what's the purpose to create different files which we see created in C++. So I hope you'll be enjoying this video in which we'll be covering about files from start. We'll be learning start to end that how many types of files are there in C++, why we create files, and what's the, like you can say, purpose to create that files, and how many types of files are there. So all the things I'll be telling you in this video about files. So I hope you'll be enjoying this video from start or this tutorial here. So remember to hit a like this video if you understand amazing things from here and if you learn things, and also remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell as well so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I will be uploading in future on this channel. And also share this video so more people can learn and they can understand how we can create different multiple files in C++. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's get started. So now here we on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that today in this video I'll be telling you about files in C++. So if we talk about files in C++ here, so normally when we use files in C++, so for there we need to use fstream library, because fstream library allows us to work with files. And why I'm talking about this fstream library, because fstream library, when we add in start, when we are creating a C++ file, so normally we add include iostream, and with that I add using namespace std, and after that normally I create a class of init main, and then we start writing all the codes which we have to write to create a program or anything with that. But if I want to add files, or if I want to allow my C++ to work with files, so for that I need to add one other header code as well, which will be as include fstream. Why I would be adding it, because if I want to allow different files to work with C++, I need to add this library which is called fstream. And how we will be adding it, in example you can see, normally we have added hashtag include iostream, and same we will be adding hashtag include fstream with that, so that I can allow different files to work with C++. So here you can see where it is written there are three classes included in the fstream library which are used to create, write or read files. Like if I want to do all these things in fstream library, so I can do that, which is called offstream, creates and writes to files, ifstream, reads from files, fstream, a combination of offstream, and ifstream, creates, reads and writes to files. Why I'm seeing these all classes here, because if I want to add these all things, so for that I need to include a header code of all these things. If I want to include offstream in my C++ file, so for that I need to create hashtag include offstream, like I've created fstream library to use different files in C++. And normally if I want to use ifstream, I'll be doing same thing here, and for fstream normally we have used the thing here. So that's why fstream I'm using, because fstream is a combination of offstream and ifstream. If normally we use two things here separately, so it will be not really good for us. So that's why I'm using fstream, from which we can get all these two things working in a one library here. And that's amazing here. If I move down and if we see create and write to a file, so to create a file, use either the offstream or fstream class and specify the name of the file. Like if I want to specify the name of the file for creating a file, so for that I need to use offstream or fstream, and I'll be preferring fstream class because it is a combination of off and ifstream. So if we write a file by using the insertion operation, and insertion operator is this one which we have seen here, and the example which you will be getting will be this hashtag include iostream and hashtag include fstream using namespace std, and in class you will be getting all the things running. Like if I want to create and open a text file, so for that I will be using offstream there. And then if I want to write anything in my file which I have created using this offstream, so for that I need to add this code which will be as my file, and in this my file I will be adding the thing which I want to add in my file name.txt file which I have created. Like if I want to write, files can be tricky but it is fun enough. So this code which I am adding will be added in file name.txt file by using this code which I am using of my file. And remember, you can use different code as well if you want to use, and this is not a code, you can say it as a class as well, because normally when we create a class or if we are creating any program with the classes, so we create different names of our class. So like that I have created a different name of my class which is my file using offstream. So you can also give any of other name if you want and define this name here. and you can add any of the text or any of the integer value which you want to write, and then you have to add this myfile.close so that you can close all the things in the file which you have added. And normally when you will be running, you will be getting the things running in your file name.txt file which you have created, or it will be opened by itself. You don't need to run it again. So if I read a file here, so to read from a file, use either the fstream or fstream class and the name of the file. Note that we also use a while loop together with the getLine function, which belongs to the fstream class, to read the file line by line and to print the content of the file. Example, create a text string which is used to output the text file string my text. Read from the text file fstream my read file filename.txt. Use a while loop together with the getLine function to read the file line by line. So these are the things which we will be using. Like if I want to read anything from a file which I have created, normally if I created this filename.txt file and if I have written this text in my file, and if I want to read that text which I have written in my file, so for that I will be using fstream or either fstream. So I'll be preferring you to use fstream for that, so that you can read all the things which you have written in your file. And you can use a while loop together there as well. Like you can use while loop with getLine function which belongs to the fstream class, but it will be a really long process. Like you have to use while loop, then you have to add this getLine function in that, so it's really long to use. But normally if you use fstream class, you don't need to define these all things, just you need to read the file line by line, and that's really simple to use. So that's why I'm preferring you to use fstream if you are a beginner. So if we move down in the example, we have seen how things we are getting here. And then if we see while getLine my read file my text, so these are the things which we have defined here in the parameters of this while loop. And normally we have created a parameter, curly brackets, and in that we have added this count my text so that I can run this while loop which I have added here. And then we can add my read file.close, and we can close the file and we can run all the things in the output. So like this you can use this thing here. Normally if I want to run this thing with while loop, so for that I need to use this code, but I'll be not preferring you to use that. You can normally use this fstream code as well to run this. It will be a really simpler for you. So what I'm going to do is here now I will be copying this practical thing here in which we have created an insertion operator, and with that we have created a text in our file. So I will be seeing how we are getting the text in our normal txt file and how we are doing that through C++. So I'll be copying this thing here and I'll be moving on to my Replit IDE, and in the place of polymorphism which we have learned in previous video, I'll be just writing here files in C++, and then I will be now pressing enter to save this REPL, and after that I'll be adding all the things which we have copied. So I'll be now writing here include IOStream like this, and then I will be now adding using namespace std, and then we don't need to add init main class here because normally we are using the class here at the top, so that's why I'll be just pasting all the things normally here. After doing this, I will be just moving at the top, and then if I just show you, you can just see we have added offstream my file which is filename.txt. So first it will be doing one thing, like this init main class and this offstream will be doing one thing, like they will be creating a file name, and the file name will be filename.txt. This will be our file name. You can give any of the file name here if you want to, but I am using same name here which is called filename.txt. So I'll be running this file to see like we are generating the file, like we are getting the file created and this thing running in that or not. So if I run this thing here, you can just see we are not getting anything. If I would show you here, so you can just see we are getting filename.txt file created, and if I move in this file, so you will be getting a text here written as files can be tricky but it is fun enough. So you can just see how we are getting these all things printed. If I delete this file here and if I show you by running it again, so that you can see I have not created this file previously, so I will be running it again to see I'm getting the file here or not. So if I run it now, you can just see again we are getting filename.txt, and if I move in this file, we are getting a text written as files can be tricky but it is fun enough. Like this, you can just create a file and you can add anything in the file which you want to use, and you can do that using fstream library, which is really amazing. And I hope you understand why we are using this fstream library and how we can use it here. So if I move on to my Word document, I have shown you in the end that if I want to read anything in my file, so for that I will be using this example here. So I will be now copying these all things from here, and I will be moving down and I will be just pasting this thing in the place of it. like this. After pasting, if I run it so I can read anything in the file, it will be giving all the things in the output which I have written in this file name.txt. Like if I add this thing here, so I will be moving down and I will be adding here like I am inshalbaig and I am a programmer. Like this I have written a text. Then if I write here, I love to do programming, but I like React enough. Like this, if I have written a normal text, like I've written 2-line text is here, and first we have written files can be tricky, but it is fun enough. So these are the 3 things which we have written in the file. If I run this, so I will be getting all these things printed in my output. I need to check I'm getting or not. If I run it here normally, so you can just see we are getting files can be tricky, but it is fun enough. I am in inshalbaig and I am a programmer. I love to do programming, but I like React enough. So like this, we are getting all the things printed which we have written in this file name.txt file, and that's the way to use fstream to read the files and to add the codes in the files or add the text or integers in the files. And I hope you understand how we are using it. So I hope you understand that what are files in C++, how we create different types of files, why we create it, and how we can use it using fstream library here. So if you have understand this video and if you enjoyed that, how we are using fstream library to work with different things here, so remember to hit a like to this video, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like that, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell as well, so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I'll be uploading in future. And also share this video so more people can learn and they can understand that using fstream library, how we can read the file and how we can create the file and how we can add the codes in the file which we are creating here. So just I'll be meeting in next project or in next tutorial of C++ from start. So for today, goodbye.